everybody, it's Paige. I am here again. This time I brought a special friend. It's an unopened box of Assassin's Creed. I don't have hardly any experience with this set. I actually only got one card loose after it came out because I didn't feel like the Beyond boosters were worth paying what they were asking for. I want to say these were like up about maybe, what were they, like 175, 200 per box for 24 packs. I really wasn't figuring on that. It's really, I don't know. So I wanted to get this down. So as you can see, I actually talked the guy down to, it was at 120. I talked him down to 110. So, you know, we're going to open it up and see. I'm not really expecting much out of the set, which is kind of like, I feel like the best way to be. But I would like a couple things if I can get them. I'd love an Ezio. I have an assassin collection, so, you know, this set is tailored for me. So I'd like to get some assassins I don't have, obviously. The one card I had to sell. That was the Excalibur. I'd love to get one of those no matter what version. You know, so there's a few really decent things in here. I think there's sort of, maybe, I don't know if it was the Feast and Famine. I think that was it. And I think there may be another sword in here too. It's been a while since I've actually paid attention to this set. So I'm not sure exactly what to expect, but we'll see what we can pull here. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get this open. So Sonia and I had just gotten back a little bit ago. If you watch my other video, you'll know that we came from the Columbus Trading Card and Collectibles show. It's a fun show that we go to periodically. And, you know, I really wanted to find something fun. I got a couple singles, just two, but I wanted some stuff to open and, you know, for the channel. But something I wouldn't necessarily find at just my local game shop, you know, anymore. Or, you know, something that would be fun. I saw a couple of Final Fantasy boxes for about $230 or $240. So there were some things that I could have gotten, but I was like, you know what? I haven't even opened a pack of this yet. So I really kind of wanted it, you know, I was planning on it anyway. Like I said, this one I know only has 24 packs, so it was like, the packs came to like, ooh, pretty. At 110, the packs come to like $4.50 each. That's not terrible. It's a little bit more than I wanted to pay, but honestly, I really wanted to open some things in this, like I said, just to get a couple things. Ooh, they are stuck in here. Come on, there we go. So, like I said, I'm excited. I only briefly played Assassin's Creed, so I don't have a whole lot of experience with the game, but I do know some of the stuff in it. And like I said, there's a lot of, I know they squeezed some magic stuff in here too. Like, I'd really love a Royal Assassin. That was my card back in the day. So, you know, let's see what we can pull here. I'm not worried. I know these ones are kind of like the, you may or may not get a rare, so I'm not super worried about those, about what we see when. So let's go ahead and just see. Hemlock Vial. Now, a lot of these I'm not sure. Pretty. I did want some of these full art lands, so I'm hoping I can pull a full set of those. Hatham Kenway, nice. Crystal Skull. Ottawa, Breaker of Chains. And I love some of these arts for the Assassin's Creed set, the way that they did them. Nice. So, but like I said, I played some things briefly. I have the games. I actually bought them for my Switch a while back. They're just on the list, so I haven't made it to them yet. So, you know, hopefully soon I'll get there and we can play, you know, I actually understand some of these, but see, Assassin, perfect. Go for the throat, love that. Bow, Mountain, nice. Conspiracy, all right. Propaganda, I love Propaganda. That's one of my favorite cards. Arnodorian Foil. Inhuman Rogue? No, okay, just one-sided tokens here. Nice. So like I said, I'm not really expecting a whole lot from this set, but like, we'll take a look and see, you know, and yeah, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get a hit. I'm not really expecting to get my full money value out of this, but I did want to get just some fun stuff. And this way I don't have to buy all of the singles. I always like to at least get a box so I can kind of get some things from there. So, Bleeding Effect, Waterlogged Grove, nice. Very cool. Full Art Land, I was hoping to get some of these, so. Evie Fry. Alexios Demos of Cosmos. Arnodorian. And there's an assassin token, sweet. That's fun. Again, like I said, you know, I collect assassins, so this is going to hit a lot of things just in the fact that it's Assassin's Creed. So, ooh, art card. I forgot about those. Okay. Okay. Viewpoint synchronization. Island. Pretty. Mjolnir. Where's Thor? Ballad of the Black Flag. Cool. Shigormak. Oh, that's really cool. Is this the restart sequence? That's awesome. That's actually really cool. If I was going to hit an art card, that's a pretty good one to get. The little that I know of Assassin's Creed. Text Collector. Funny. Roshan. Fatal Push. Mountain. These are gorgeous. I love these. Ivor, Wolf Kissed. Human Assassin, and it's got to do with a wolf. Yay. Brotherhood Headquarters. Roshan. Treasure Token. That's pretty. I always love collecting different versions of the tokens. When they put them out, they're always fun to grab. Actually, she may go really well with some Final Fantasy cards now that I'm looking at her. Okay. Towering Viewpoint. Path to Exile. Love it. So like I said, we're already hitting some... that's gorgeous. Some really fun... Yes! That's awesome. That is one of the ones I was hoping to hit in this box. That's great. Yay! Mortify. But yeah, like some of these old staples. Ezio Rash Novus. Oh, another foil. Or another art card, I'm sorry. Rooftop Bypass. Pretty. The art in this set is really gorgeous. I think that's what upsets me the most, is I feel like this set got washed under for being kind of a cash grab, right? Like, it's super small packs, you know, they wanted more money for that. Like, it just wasn't what it should have been. I am glad they're moving away from this stupid 7 card. You know, I had two 7 card pack sets back in the day when I was first in Magic with Fallen Empires and Homelands. I don't need that crap anymore. So I'm glad they're getting away from this, but I definitely am glad to get some of the, you know, I love the Universes Beyond stuff. It must be done. Assassin Initiate. Oh, rare in this. It's a Bird Scout. Yay. Who signed art card? Adrestia. I don't know that one. I think most of my knowledge ends at Black Flag. But yeah, I'm so glad that they're doing away with these smaller pack things. They're not bad at a price point if they're only $1, you know, like maybe $2. I wouldn't see as a bad thing like back in the day. But this doesn't really give you a lot of value. Okay, Origin of the Hidden Ones, Tax Collector again, Brotherhood Headquarters again, Swamp, I'm getting almost a full set, Sigurd, Templar Knight, Breaker of Chains again, okay. And I know these sets are ones that are designed to kind of get multiples of, you know, especially the uncommons, which are essentially the commons in this set. I hate that. Like, don't call it uncommon. It's definitely a common. So, when there are no commons, they become uncommons. Or, yeah. Yeah. Assassin's Trophy. Nice. I actually really like this one. I remember seeing this when it first came out. That's awesome. A foil Ezio. Nice. I will take that. And I love these little... I do, that's the thing. I need to get into the game because I love like the little tricks. Like the little bow and arrows and things like that that pop out of, like the little weapons and stuff. That's always fun. Ooh, all right. Escape detection, restart sequence. There we go. That's the art card I got earlier. Propaganda again. These are just gorgeous. I love them. Socrates, nice. Foil tax collector. Demas of Cosmos again. And I think this said Yggdrasil? Yeah, Rebirth Engine. Oh, nice. Very Phyrexian, actually. So, and that's the thing. Like, I know this one didn't completely hit home, but it is kind of fun. So, but I hope we all are doing well. Like I said, we had an early morning. We got up, Brotherhood Regalia. I know that was actually worth a little bit earlier before, so maybe I'll get another one of those. That'd be fun. I love these. I just love them. I love them sitting out there. Jacob Fry. I'm not sure who he is. Hemlock File. I know that this one was actually really good. I really wanted that from before, so that's a great hit, especially because it's colorless, and that could go in my Eldrazi deck. Nice. Actually, I'm going to pull this too, because I know that that was something that we were going after. Like I said, there were a few things I knew I really wanted out of this set, so... you know, can I get a Da Vinci? That'd be great. I really do want that Excalibur, but I think I'm going to be fine even if I don't pull it. Jay Cormac, Forest, Javi the Allfather, Honor Dorian, Jay Cormac. Ooh, that's pretty. Nice. Actually was talking about this card with Sonia. That's fun. I need to pull the actual card. All right, I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Halfway through the box, so let's get that going. But yeah, this is a fun set. Like I said, I'm not sure what a lot of this does because I didn't really pay a lot of attention to it when it came out. I caught some things, and I'm really excited to see that I'm getting some of those things now. The Animus, I think that was one that was being talked about. Lydia Fry, nice. And Edward Kenway, I know him. But like, I'm anxious to actually go through these and see what they do, see if I can throw some stuff in Commander decks. I know that there were some Commander mechanic things that they put in set, so I am excited for this. And like I said, I just didn't pay attention at the time a lot because I knew I wasn't going to be getting some of it for a while. Rest in peace, nice. Extract the cards, Breaker of Chains. But yeah, I knew I was going to wait till some of the costs dropped and, you know, then get it. So, you know, here's some of the stuff that I'm looking forward to learning some of this set, especially in the days of now, a year later, and we've had Final Fantasy, and we're about to get Spider-Man, and there's some amazing stuff. Sean and Rebecca Agents, Viewpoint Synchronization, Xiao Jun. Nice. There's some really good stuff in here, though. Especially some of the, like I said, the sword. I'll take the sword. That's great. That is one that I needed, so we'll take it. Oh, Hookblade, yay. Speeding effect, go for the throat. Island, Spirit Leonidas, nice. Sigurd foil. Ooh. Ezio, Blade of Vengeance, nice. Wait, remember, is that the one that I got? No, got the other one. Okay. Nice. So, but yeah, so like I said, we went to this card show. It's a really nice one. You get to see a lot of cool people from around the area. Get some good deals. You know, I actually got a couple of really good deals earlier for some decks, so Abstergo Entertainment. Sorry, I remember this card and I just wanted to make sure I said it correctly. Hidden Blade. See, that's what I was talking about. Roshan Hidden Magister. Cool. I'm going to butcher some of these. But at least I'm upfront about it. Alright. Loyal Inventor. Mortify. Palazzo Archers. Plains. Black Market Connections. That's another one that I wanted. Ezio Brush Novice. Shake Work. Cool. Okay. 6 more. This is going to be one of my quicker box openings. Jeez. I mean, I kind of knew that with this set. I knew it was going to be as long. You know, you're never sure what exactly you're going to pull out of this, so. But I'm already hitting better than my last box did. I think that was the Tarkir box, so. I heard Sonia got a much better one. You'll have to go watch her video for what she got, but she got pretty much everything I wanted. Aya of Alexandria. Terminate. Ezio Brush Novice, I got that again. And Igor Battle Ready. Nice. But yeah, this is already hitting a bit better than that did. So I will take it. Assassin Gauntlet. Reconnaissance. Yay, I wanted that card. Crystal Skull. Haytham Kenway. Oh, nice. And a foil of the bird. Not sure if that's worth anything, but I will take it. It looks pretty. The foils in this set look really fun, especially, like I said, looking like the whole digitization of the assassins and things like that. That's kind of fun. All right, I've got this and 3 more to go. Can I pull an Excalibur, please? That would be wonderful. Bake of Saiwa, Restart Sequence, foil, that's kind of pretty. Lydia Fry, Phobos, Horse. Awesome. All right, getting down to it. What can I get? Haystack, love it. I do know enough about that. Construct History, Xiao Jun, Mountain, Sinu, Keen Eyed Protector. Hey, this is a bird again. Become Anonymous. That's actually really pretty. Arbaz Mirror Foil. Cool. And, oh, that's the Adrestia. I remember that. Okay. All right, last 2. Petty Larceny, nice. Monastery Raid, Fatal Push. That's pretty, I love that. Conspiracy, got that again. Fatal Push, foil. Javi the Father and alternate art. Capitoline Triad, the emblem for that. That's great, that'll work really well with that. In fact, I'm gonna put that over here so it's with it. Nice, I'll take it. All right, last pack. Let's see what's inside. Become Anonymous, I'll be. Oh, sorry. Bumped the light. Adestia, hey, I got the actual boat. Lydia Fry, Plains. Staff of Eden, Vault's Key, okay. Put legendary permanent card not named Staff of Eden Vault's Key from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. That's awesome. I'll take that. Overpowering attack, and Breaker of Chains again. All right, not too bad. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go through these lands and see how many of these I'm still missing. I'm pretty sure I'm close to having maybe both sets. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. But that was awesome. I am so glad I got to open these cards. I've got some really good stuff in here. So, like I said, I'm anxious to see how some of these are gonna play in this set and, you know, in my decks that I've got. I think there's some really fun stuff in here. So, awesome. Well, thank you all for coming along with me. This has actually been kind of fun. I'm really excited to see what I can do with some of this stuff. So, all right, I will talk to y'all later. You guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.